Media Brothers 2.0, episode number 69, coming from space.
Media Brothers 2.0, episode number 69. This is Aaron.
This is Andrew. Did you say 69?
69, baby.
60. You know what my favorite 69 joke comes from? Remember Billy Madison?
Yeah, I remember that.
Adam Sandler. Like he's in the. Well, I guess this is very inappropriate now. The '90s movies are kind of weird, but he's in like an elementary school, and he's like, go to page 69, and like they're all kids, and like Adam Sandler's like 69. He like laughs. Episode 69, man. Can you believe we made it this far?
No. Yeah. 31 more and hit 100.
There's not much better than a 69 69th episode. We should be like do a tribute. This is the most we've ever had. Now every episode from this point on will be. Well, it was for a while now. But 69, man. We've been off for a while. We had a lot going on both ends.
Both big life changes going on. So
both career changes, life changes, but we're back, right, Aaron?
We're back. We're back. I need to get back in the groove of things once a week, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on them to do it. Yeah, but we're back here, and man, is there some stuff to talk about? Since we've been gone, a lot has happened.
Yeah, too much to actually talk about in this show, but we'll try to touch on as much as we can.
Where do we start? Where do you start?
You start with Elon Musk, obviously. He's been the biggest person in the news.
You could start and end with Elon at this point. Yeah. So where do you start with him? Like, when's the last time we've been off for a few weeks? So a lot has changed since we've heard from the Media Brothers.
I mean, basically he bought Twitter and it shook stuff up over there. I think it's down to like 50 people from like 7,500, and the Twitter's running better than it ever has.
Yeah, he fired pretty much everybody.
Okay.
And and then
he got rid of most. He got this week. He got rid of the bots, most of them. He banned a lot of IP addresses, which is something they'd never done. He actually, suppressed the child pornography on Twitter for the first time ever. They didn't do anything about that before.
They said Jack Dorsey's Twitter did not have a child protection department. Basically, they did nothing for that, which I found interesting. Nobody even mentioned that. Yeah, so he was doing that. And,
that should be in the news more, and it's not. I mean, everything that's in the news right now is about Twitter files he's releasing.
Well, that's the other thing is that when he bought Twitter, and everybody said there's a lot of things that people said weren't happening, that obviously were happening, and that's what I don't understand. Right. Now we have he's talking about some wild stuff. We'll just get into the meat of it. I mean, you can't not talk. We're the Media Brothers. We talk about the media, so. You can't talk about the biggest story, which is Twitter being bought by Elon and all the fallout from it. You got a lot of people after him right now, and he's coming out with the Twitter files, which is the behind-the-scenes, what was going on. He's going to do shadow banning. He's doing so. They're releasing a series of documents and everything that happened. So Elon pulled the internal press and all the emails and everything. For instance, when they started censoring people, it's the first one he had, the Twitter files number 1, Aaron, was the Hunter Biden laptop, right?
Right. Correct.
And so the New York Post article, which was suppressed, and you had U.S. senators that were tweeting it from a newspaper, the New York Post, and Twitter was not allowing that tweet to go out. In fact, a U.S. senator couldn't tweet that. So that was the Twitter files number 1, and it was all pretty much proven, right?
I think that, yes, and I think that he's doing it very smartly. He's using 3 different independent reporters to report this stuff. So he's not putting it out there himself. He's getting these independent reporters. Matt Talib, I think, is one of them.
Yep. And they're all different. They're not connected to each other.
That's
and they're all going through all the data, and that was the first one. So the first one was that the suppression of the Hunter Biden laptop, and we'll just say it. I mean, it's not controversial anymore. The biggest, richest man in the world or whatever. He's putting it out. So the second one was the suppression of of Donald Trump when they deleted his account. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I've seen. I've read it all.
So they're all pretty crazy. So what do you? I mean,
there's 5 of them out right now.
Yeah, I didn't even. There's 5. I don't even know the rest of them. So I just knew about those 2. So what's going on is like Elon's exposing all this stuff, and you got people, and that actually ties into one of my articles. He's actually
he tweeted when he bought Twitter, he bought a crime scene basically. So, I mean, what other CEO buys a company and just opens up the hood of the car and lets you see what's actually going on? Nobody.
No.
He's the only one that's ever done it, and he's paid $44 billion for this thing. But I mean, he's pushing towards free speech and he wants a free exchange of ideas, which we didn't have before. Obviously, we didn't.
All right. So this is from Business Insider, and yeah, absolutely, it's all about free speech. There's no doubt. You're definitely right. This is what Elon wants. This is what. If anybody wants to call it political, I don't. I don't think you can. I think this is about free speech. Period. And so I find this interesting that on December 4th, there's an article in Business Insider. So this is a legit article. This is a quote from Elon Musk, okay, from December 4th, 2022. Quote, "If I committed suicide, it's not real." So Elon Musk reassures the public he's not suicidal for the 2nd time this year, okay? So that's pretty interesting, man. He's saying he's going out there and he's saying he was at a Twitter space Q&A with 100,000 people in real time on Saturday. So this was last Saturday. So somebody asked him in the crowd if he was suicidal, and he said no. So they're saying he said it. He said, "I don't have any suicidal thoughts. If I committed suicide, it's not real." So they're saying that like now that he's done all this stuff, that people are after him, dude, and he has to come out and say that he's not real. If he commits suicide, I think that's very interesting.
I'm sure his security team is definitely beefed up at this point.
Oh, dude, he has to have one of the best on earth, right?
Yeah. I mean, his Secret Service style. I'm sure that's how he's rolling right now.
Yeah.
He also tweeted yesterday, 17 hours ago, he tweeted, "The ratio of digital to biological compute is growing exponentially."
Digital. You know what's weird about that? I was talking to somebody today. Digital to biological compute. So I was thinking about this chat bot, right?
So computer knowledge versus brain power, human brain power, is what I think it means, right? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, dude, it's crazy that you even bring that up, because I was talking to somebody about this chat bot. And think about this, man. So right now, the chat. So it's pretty safe to say this. So if you don't know by now, there's a chat bot called Chat GPT, and it's an AI chat bot. And speaking of Elon, so we'll just keep this story going. It's Elon Musk's company called OpenAI. So he pretty much funds this company called OpenAI.
He funds it, great, yeah.
He's been doing it for a while, and there's also been code and stuff out there. But now the thing that we have is called Chat GPT. You can go to this website basically and talk to an AI bot, and like they've had these chat bots before, and this is nothing new. But this has completely changed everything, and Aaron will back me up on this.
It's next level. You can ask it to do anything. I mean, it can write songs, poems. It can write code for computer programs. It can write apps, code for apps. It can recode things. It can correct code in any kind of computer program. It can write business plans about marketing. You can be so specific. My daughter, she's in marketing, and so I was showing it to her yesterday. She was like, "Wow, this is going to make my life 10 times as easy."
Million times.
My job. Yeah, but she was, so we were playing around with something. She's like, "Well, I have a roofing company that I do some marketing for." So she goes, "Make me a business plan or write me a blog for a roofing company." And so it wrote an awesome blog. I mean, it's awesome, right? Yeah. So I was like, "Well, you know what? You can get more specific." Yep. So I said, "Write a blog about a roofing company that after a hurricane in southeast Louisiana," and it tailored the whole blog to after a hurricane in southeast Louisiana,
which is unreal.
So my wife's in real estate, and she does a lot of rental property. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna show you what this thing does too, so it can help her out also.
Heck yeah, it can help her.
And she said, okay, I got to write a freeze warning coming up for next week. So I said, okay. So I said, write a freeze. I put her. I said, write a freeze warning for XXX real estate, whatever it is, and cater it to. I said, write a freeze warning for temperatures between 28 and 25 degrees on December 18th. just to show her, just how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Boom! It wrote up a freeze warning better than anyone she ever did. And that said, put it in email form.
Yeah.
And it put it in email form. And that said, well, change this line. And it changed that line.
Yeah,
It does.
it's ridiculous.
Replace that with something else, and it automatically replaces it with something else.
All right, so Aaron just gave a great example. So that's just Chat GPT. So it's interesting to me, Aaron, because I was talking to somebody today about this. So think about what's happening. So what we're doing is we're learning. So we're feeding the AI our language. It's like Aaron just did a whole thing with freeze warning, and he's typing his native language and is learning from us. So think about what you just said about Elon and computing power. So the machine's learning from us because Aaron's feeding it about all this shit and it's learning how to write whatever he's telling it. But at the same time, Aaron's just pulling information from it. So now you're using it for your benefit. You know what I'm saying? You're actually using it. So it's a give take relationship. So that is kind of the same thing as computing biological to.
So what Andrew's trying to say is
power.
basically everybody using this chat, and it had over 1 million users in 5 days. For instance, I think Facebook, it took 14 months. Instagram was the closest one. It took like 6 weeks to get 1 million users. In 5 days, this program has 1 million users. And what he's trying to say is everybody that actually is typing anything into this Chat GPT chatbot program is actually programming the chatbot. Yes. So it's exponentially getting smarter. Every time somebody's in it, it's getting smarter and smarter and smarter. But it's in its infancy right now.
Yeah, but on top of that, what you receive from it, so when you type something into it and it spits out code or whatever you're doing,
right,
and you realize if it does it correctly or not, because sometimes it doesn't get it right, but it gets close, right? And so you change the subject. So you're like, oh, I got to fix it. And so you fix it. So it's now learning off you, dude.
Right.
It is. We're feeding each other. We're at the point. It's crazy to me, dude. Like this whole thing. So the Chat GPT bot, which you just go look at it, OpenAI, it's Elon Musk company.
If you want to see what a lot of stuff people were doing with the crazy, go to TikTok and type in.
Well, we're gonna do it tonight. Actually,
I know. Yeah. But what I'm saying, the stuff that they're doing on all this stuff is amazing.
Yeah, TikTok will show you for sure.
They had one guy who told it to write me a Drake song.
Yeah, I saw that one.
About an elephant eating a pizza, or something like that. And then it wrote him an exact like a whole song. So then
and it's good too.
And then so he put like the synthesizer on. He made his voice sound like Drake, and he sang the song. And it sounds like anything you hear on the radio right now about elephant eating pizza, sang in Drake's voice. It's the craziest thing. Yeah. I've also seen instances where people have told it to write me a children's book about a crocodile crossing the Sahara Desert, being thirsty, and whatever. So it wrote him an entire children's book. Then he took prompts from the actual story and then put it into the AI art generator and made a children's book in less than 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then you have.
And it's really good. It's a really, really good children's book, and it's all original.
Yeah, and so he just so that. So that's where we're at. So that's the thing. And actually, that's a good segue into our next what we're gonna do on this show, episode 69. I think that's hilarious. 69, which is kind of a mirror of each other. Like we're feeding the AI our language, and the AI is feeding us what it thinks we mean, what it needs us to do with our language. We're both benefiting off this, which is crazy to me.
It can write. I've been writing emails for the last 10 years every day of my life. Yeah. It can write an email better than me instantly.
But it is almost like a 69. We're feeding the energy into each other. Episode 69. I'm just saying, man. If you looked at it's like the Libra sign.
Or yin and yang, right?
Yin and yang, yeah, yin and yang. Whoa, that just blew my mind. Okay, but yes. So this is what's gonna happen. So we have a show, Aaron. We were trying to get back on the air, and we were just talking about it. So we're gonna this Chat GPT bot. We just kind of explained it to you. So if you don't know, I'll say it just like methodically. Chat GPT is a bot. You can go online and type in a question to, and its AI will generate anything that you put into it. It's funded by Elon Musk. It's on the OpenAI company. And so what you can do is you can do a lot with it. Like Aaron, we just had a whole bunch of stuff we talked about, like songs and stuff. So what we're gonna do tonight is Aaron said, "Hey man, that'd be a cool show idea if we gave it 5 prompts each to see what it would do." Yeah. And so that was the idea for this episode. So I think it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna put all this. We're gonna make a little channel, maybe in our Discord, so anybody
Yeah.
can read because a lot of stuff's gonna be long, and it's not.
Yeah,
gonna
we'll be long. We'll
short and
we'll
all
make
that.
a channel. We'll have
Okay.
AI prompt channel in there.
I say the first one I did is because I want to use this to help market our show to get to new users and stuff.
That's a good idea.
The first thing I did is I said, make a Twitter post for the Media Brothers episode 69 of the Media Brothers podcast where we talk about AI, ChatGPT, and Elon Musk. And it spit out a Twitter headline, but it started off, just listen to episode 69. So I immediately realized
Oh shit.
that's not what I was looking for. I want to look. I
Yeah.
want to look for somebody who's not listening to the show. I want it to be for Musk. So then I changed it up, and I said, make a Twitter post for my podcast, the Media Brothers episode 69, where we talk about AI, ChatGPT, and Elon Musk. And this is what it posted out. So this is going to be I'm going to post this on Twitter later.
Okay.
So this will be our Twitter post, okay, from tonight.
Cool.
Exciting episode alert and exclamation point. In episode 69 of the Media Brothers podcast, we dive into the world of AI and ChatGPT.
Oh, shit.
Tune in to hear our thoughts on Elon Musk's vision of the future of AI. Hashtag Media Brothers, hashtag AI, hashtag GPT, hashtag Elon Musk. So it actually even puts the
pretty good.
hashtags in the
Yeah.
Twitter post.
I like that. That's pretty good.
So I did that one before the show. Now the other four I'm going to do, we're actually going to do
Yeah,
live and
that's
see
cool.
what
Well, let me do the one I did before the show. So that's cool. I have one too because I was testing it out. I didn't want it to freak up. So
Yeah.
mine's gonna be hilarious. You're gonna let me. So this
Put
show,
it on the screen.
Yeah,
Put it on the screen so I can see it.
yeah. This one, Aaron's gonna freak out on this one. I'm gonna share it on the screen.
Andrew went for more comedy, I think. I went for
Well,
more like,
no, I did a whole
structure,
bunch. Well, I had an idea of
which is good. No, I like the comedy stuff.
Yeah, well, the cool thing is this shows you the whole idea of what you can do. It's crazy. You know, like you can do anything. This show's gonna show you what you can do with this stuff. All right. So I wrote this thing. Write a comedy novel. So my prompt is I told the AI to quote, write a comedy novel about an older brother named Aaron who shaved his little brother's Andrew's head and made Andrew appear weak. But he became popular and started a shaved head trend. All right. All right, so this is great. So I'm going to read this out to you. I'm going to post this. We're going to have a channel on the Discord. Go to MediaBroShow.com. Look for the AI prompt channel. I guess that's what we're going to call it. Or
Yeah,
AI.
how do
We
I
got to
save
have a
this?
name for this segment. Media
How do I
Bro.
save this? How do I save these?
I don't know, but you can just copy. You have to copy and paste.
I'll
them.
probably
So
put them into Google.
we have to
Docs.
name. We don't have a name for this segment right now. It's AI prompt, I guess. Media Brothers. We're gonna have to have a name for it though. So
Yeah.
this is it's gonna be in that channel though, wherever it's at. So I'm gonna start. So now we got a comedy. So here you go. It was a typical summer day in the small town of Willow Creek, and Aaron and Andrew were enjoying their summer break from school. As the older brother, Aaron was always looking for ways to bother his little brother, and this day was no different. As Andrew sat reading a book in the living room, Aaron snuck up behind him and grabbed a clump of his hair. "What are you doing?" Andrew asked, turning to face his brother.
Shut up.
"I'm going to give you the coolest haircut ever," Aaron said, with a mischievous grin.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went down exactly.
Before Andrew could protest, Aaron had grabbed the electric razor from the bathroom and was shaving off his little brother's hair.
Oh my god.
In just a few minutes, Andrew's head was completely bald and he looked like a baby.
You did look like a baby.
I did, bro. Oh, this shit is so funny, dude. Aaron, I'll continue. At first, Andrew was horrified. He had always had a full head of thick, curly hair, and now it was gone. But as he looked in the mirror, he realized that the shaved head made him look tough and strong.
Shut up. Shut up. Keep reading.
Feeling confident, Andrew decided to go outside and show off his new look to the neighborhood kids. To his surprise, they were all impressed by his shaved head, and soon the shaved head trend had started.
No way.
All the
way.
kids of Willow Creek wanted to have their heads shaved like Andrew, and he became the most popular kid in town. Aaron was jealous of his little brother's newfound popularity, but he was also proud of him for starting a new trend.
Oh shit.
As the summer came to an end, Andrew returned to school with his shaved head, and he continued to be the most popular kid in his grade. And even though Aaron had started the trend by shaving his little brother's head, he was happy to see his brothers thriving and having fun. The end. Dude. What?
And y'all don't understand. It made that in like 15 seconds. It made that whole story up.
So, hold on. So, this blew my mind when I did it. Like, this is ridiculous, right, Aaron? Like, seriously.
No, it's ridiculous.
This is something that is like a major story that like my mom always tells. And if anybody knows us, they know this story. But can I tell you what I just wrote is exactly how it went down. Right, Aaron?
It did go down like that.
I mean, that is it. And it's very descriptive. And like, dude, I could put that in a book and sell it. Like, as, you know, as a, like, it's crazy. Like, that is
You can make a children's book on that. You could actually
easily
take some of those prompts and put them into the
Yeah, we need to do it.
And
we
make
need to
a
do
children's book about it.
Okay, we're
Let's do
doing it. Andrew and the shaved head, and it's the two brothers. So that's my prompt. That was my first prompt.
We'll make a children's book about it and put it on Amazon for sale. Maybe people can buy it.
So if you're listening, yeah, dude, we're gonna do it. So you heard it here first. We're gonna make a book out of Andrew, Aaron, and the shaved head. We're gonna do it.
All right, you ready for
How cool was that, though?
It was awesome. It was perfect.
I mean, that was ridiculous, dude. That blew my mind, and like that showed me, that put me back into my own memory, and described it in real time, and it brought back memories. That's something that really happened to me. Dude, that's weird.
It's very weird. Hey, I want you to do. We should make a story about the time you rode your truck into the water.
Oh yeah, I could, dude. Yeah,
and we're on the news. Ended up on the news.
That's the thing. You can tell any story now. Like all you need is the details of it. Like so all I did was prompt it to say what happened, and it made the whole narrative. It's crazy.
Okay, so the next prompt I did was I'm doing now. I haven't done it yet. I'm doing it. Make the Media Brothers podcast and marketing campaign. It is for our podcast where our podcast where hang on, let me fix that. Where we talk about technology, TV, movies, space, and current events. That's all I'm putting in it. Okay, let's see what it does. Boom, it's running. Here are a few ideas. It's already popping.
Marketing campaign. Yeah, it's doing an outline, so we're watching it in real time. So it's making an outline for a marketing campaign for our podcast, which we need to do. I think we have a good product on this show, and I've been told we have a consistent amount of listeners, but we got to have marketing, dude. We have to.
Put it to you like this. It's on number 4 right now, but number 1 says, create social media posts that highlight interesting discussions
I've been
and
doing
guests from the podcast using hashtags like, it tells me to use the hashtags, technology, TV, movie, space, and current events to attract potential listeners. Then
copy that and save it.
Collaborate with other podcasts, bloggers, and influencers in the technology, entertainment, and current event space. And it says reach out to relevant companies. Yada yada. Consider running paid ads, which is something we could do. You know, host live events or meetups where you can interact with your audience. I mean, it's all kind of things we can use.
Yes.
And in like 15 seconds, it did that.
Yeah. So we have a this podcast is a good product, and everybody I know who listens to it, we retain. So I've always said if we can get a good marketing strategy and get it in front of people, that we would grow. And so, like, but you have to hire a marketer, right, Aaron? So, like, now we just like, hey, let's write a marketing plan for this podcast. And we have a basis to start now that a marketer would charge us like a marketer would charge you probably like $1,500 for what just happened.
Dude, this is a gold mine for small businesses.
$1,500.
This is a gold mine for small businesses, bro.
So what Aaron just typed in, a marketer would charge you about $1,500.
So
Yeah, it's a gold mine. Yeah,
I can also do this. I can say, can
we'll post that marketing strategy on
I'm gonna say put
the channel.
Put it in chart form. Watch this. It should put it into a chart form for me.
Yeah, but
Look, check this out.
Oh no shit! Yeah, so it took the so this is crazy here.
Isn't that crazy?
So it took his outline of a marketing plan. It's putting it in a table, very nice and neat, like that you would present to your
table.
And if you did that to your boss, would be like, "This is awesome work, buddy. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you would be like the hero at your job if you did this." You just like typed it in like nonchalantly, put it into a. You could do a pie graph. I wonder if you can do a pie graph. Can you make it into a pie graph?
Let's see.
Dude, I'm real curious. Can it do images?
I don't know.
Dude, put that into a pie. I'm real curious.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah, I wonder if it can do that. If it can do that, dude, then the world's over.
Pie chart. It's a pie chart.
Yeah, pie chart. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, but we want to display it and maybe put display in graphics. The next one, if it's all words, put display that pie chart in put display
Say
display
can
pie chart in
you-
in a graphic.
I don't think it can.
Yeah, it can. Oh yes, I'm sure it can. I've seen it. It can do just in a JPEG
Let's see.
maybe.
Let's see what it does. Unfortunately, I'm not able to display pie charts on text space.
Damn, we're not that close yet. I've seen somebody do it, but they must have programmed it with code. I bet you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was his second one. So we have a marketing plan. Go save the. So I want you to take a snapshot if you can,
So-
Aaron, of the table, so you can post that into the channel. Can you do that?
The 2.0 yeah, I'm taking snapshots of everything.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The 2.0 of this would be if whenever you're doing this and it brought up visual and text. So right now you have a text
Yes,
AI
yeah, you're
generator.
right.
You have
Yep.
a visual AI generator. Wait till they combine
Dude,
those things.
there's even video. Have you seen the video? You can pay for these services that'll type in, like, you could do video in AI.
Mm-hmm.
So you type in, and it's not as crude, but it works though. It's really weird, y'all. Like, there is video of this version too. Yeah, go copy that. So Aaron's second prompt made us a marketing plan. So I like that. Aaron's actually productive. I'm out here writing like crazy novels and
but
shit.
that's funny how we're looking at it different ways.
Yeah, I know. This shows you the whole thing, and look, I love that. I love now that we have a marketing plan. That's great. That was probably I should have saved that one for last, by the way.
You can actually I could actually say, can you make it more detailed, or can you add
You got
10 more points to your story? You could have went to your story and said, could you add 400 more words to this story, and it would actually regenerate the same story with 400 additional words
Yes,
to it,
that's
which is
correct.
probably a whole other plot, to be honest with you.
Can you see
Okay.
my screen now?
It's so small. I don't know why yours is small coming on mine.
Oh,
It's
shit.
not full. It's not full screen. It says Steam Deck Wars between
Hold on.
Aaron and Andrew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, yeah. So another, like, I asked Aaron, like, so Aaron's had the Steam Deck for a while. He's been sitting on it, and
It's still in the box. I ain't opened
and-
it up since it came in.
and he said, like, can you see that better?
I'm
now?
keeping it,
Okay,
bro.
anyway.
I'm keeping it, by the way.
It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'll finally, like, I want one because I figured I want to play PC games before I get a PS5, but I really want. Anyway, long story short, I was like, hey Aaron, since you're sitting on it, hey, you got it. I'll split the payment. I bought like a 2 payment, and then all of a sudden he wanted it, like a typical brother thing. No, man, I don't want it now.
I've been debating
joke,
back and
though.
forth.
It's
It's
a
too late though. If I wanted to sell it, I need to get it in the mail by the next couple of days, and the price still didn't go up as much as I thought. I mean, it's probably worth around.
No, I know you can get
$900
one because
right
you can
now.
get one right now at retail. That's why.
That's the problem. They
Yeah.
didn't go. They didn't.
So
go
I
out
was
of
trying to
stock
help
like
you
I
out,
was-
in other words, but.
Yeah, I got you.
But anyway, so in a joke link, I was like, okay, I wanted it, so I wrote a prompt to the AI. I don't know what this is gonna do, but I wrote Steam Deck Wars between me and Aaron. So I put Steam Deck Wars between Aaron and Andrew in the Star Wars universe, except two sides are fighting over Steam Decks. So I have no idea what that's gonna do. It won't let it. It doesn't know what a Steam Deck is. You know the problem. Okay, so this highlighted a problem. So I'll do another prompt with the same thing.
Yeah.
So the issue is with this
It's not
chat.
hooked to the internet currently.
Well, hold on. Yeah, and the Chat GPT is it even tells you it cutoff is set to 2021. So Steam Deck wasn't available yet.
Right.
That's what ruined. So I can't. So I'm gonna do the same prompt. We'll have to do like an NES system or something. So it can't be the Steam Deck. Let me what you want to do? NES? Like we have to do something.
Let's
It's
do,
a console. What
what's the,
consoles should we fight over?
What's the other handheld? The Nintendo one.
Nintendo Switch.
Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
the same exact thing. You're right.
Yeah.
That's actually what's probably made the Steam Deck anyway. All right, so we're gonna replace it with the Nintendo Switch because according to this model, it should know what the Nintendo Switch is. So that's interesting too to see that this product right now, you cannot go past 2021. So let's see if that's true.
This is I'm sorry again.
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't know Steam.
Or Nintendo Switch.
Ooh, it doesn't like it. So I need to get the Steam Deck
Just to
Wars.
put
No, I
handheld-
messed up.
Put handheld. Is it still in there?
No, you're right though. Let's yeah. There was another one. So I put Steam Deck Wars. We'll put handheld. I want the same concept. Console Wars. All right. And they're fighting over. Let's say Nintendo Switch. All right. If I can't do this, then we'll just move on because this is another good thing to see. So I put We'll see if this should do it. So we hit it. The AI doesn't like what I'm doing, so I'm going to read you what the AI is telling me.
It's doing it now.
So it says, it sounds like you're describing a hypothetical situation where Aaron and Andrew are in a Star Wars universe and engaging in a console war over the Nintendo Switch. In this scenario, it is likely that Aaron and Andrew are both fans of the Switch and are trying to convince each other of its superiority in some way.
My Switch has custom colors, buddy.
Yeah, but mine, I have better resolution. This could take form in of a friendly debate or competition, with the two sides arguing over the merits of the Switch's various features, such as its portability, graphics, selection of games. Ultimately, the outcome of the war would depend on each side's ability to effectively argue their case and convince the other of the Switch's superiority.
Wow.
That's pretty good, though, right? I mean,
Very good.
If it would have been the same thing with Steam Deck, it's just that's interesting to see too, that where you're limited on this data. So that was my second one. It's pretty good.
Yeah, mine's still more business again, but I put
Yeah,
my
we're
next
just
one
messing around.
is my next one I put in is, let's see, tab share now. I am putting in, make a TikTok ad campaign to promote our podcast, the Media Brothers podcast, to attract more viewers. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or I should say listeners, right? Not viewers.
Yeah.
Listeners.
Listeners.
All right, let's see what it does. You ready? And it's gonna do another campaign like it did last time, probably.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Okay, so it's telling me, so if you're in the marketing and you want to do a TikTok campaign, what it's telling me is the first thing it's saying is create short, catchy videos that highlights from the podcast featuring engaging clips of discussions or interviews with interesting guests.
That's good.
Use catchy music and hashtags like podcast, technology, TV, yada yada yada. Collaborate with popular TikTokers is the second one.
Yeah, well, so you gotta seek people out, but it's true, you have to though. It's a good point. What's three?
Number three is consider running sponsored ads on your TikTok, which is the money issue.
That's right.
And the 4 is use TikTok's duet feature to create fun and engaging. And I'm just reading the highlights of these. There's actually paragraphs about each one of these. So using the duet feature is an awesome thing to do on TikTok. That actually gets more people in also. And then host a TikTok challenge related to topics covered on your podcast and encourage your audience to participate. This can be a great way to engage with your existing listeners and attract new ones by showing the creativity and knowledge of the
It's
community.
true though. Man, that's all good though.
It's perfect, right?
Yeah, and that's something like that you would say, like if you called up a marketing person to help you with TikTok, they would say, "All right, I'll charge you like $400 for my consultation," and they would just,
it'd be more than that.
or like once again,
Thousands.
1,000. Let's say 1,000 to 1,500, and then that just spit it out to you because Aaron typed it in. $1,500. Can you real? So if you're listening at home, $1,500 erased, just like that. Gone, and Aaron just put it in. You know, my favorite thing. You know, I will say that about what's going on right now. My favorite thing is that we're completely opposite. Aaron's doing like the analytical shit, and I'm doing like the. But it shows you because all the shit I'm doing, like Aaron just mentioned the other 100%. One. We can turn the other one I did with I shaved my head. That's a great children's book. Not only is it a children's book, it's a good one. Like the older brother made the little brother shave his head. Can you imagine what that's going to look like? It's going to be awesome, right? And like that's what and then he's making marketing plans to help our podcast. We're having an episode right now that's epic and nobody even realizes it, dude. Like we're creating fiction and marketing plans in real time because of AI.
It is wild, right?
I mean, this is where we're at. Dude, it's December 13th. It's 12/13/2022. By the way, our birthday just went through, and that's going to be some of my next prompts, by the way. So we had our birthday. We're both another year older, right, Aaron? Happy birthday, man. Brother. It's kind of late, but happy birthday, bro. Did you go see Joe Gatto or what?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
It was good. He's funny. He's funny, bro.
I love Joe Gatto, dude. So I didn't know how he was on stand-up.
No, it was pretty funny. We were like in the third row, bro. So it was pretty awesome. Me and Will went.
Cool.
Cousin Will.
Shout out Cousin Will. Where you at? Where you at, Cousin Will? All right, so is it me or is it my Oh, it's my next turn.
It's your turn.
I got one. So here we go. So once I said...
I think you're more creative on the next one, by the way. So just give you a heads up.
Yeah, so by the way, can you see my screen? So anyway, how I said I'm more fiction and how our birthday just passed. Happy birthday, bro. This is going to be based off that. You're going to like this one.
Okay.
So this is my prompt. Write a science fiction movie about twin brothers, but they're 7 years apart. Okay, wait. That next sentence needs to.
Oh, funny. My next one has something about that too.
So
Funny.
we're okay. So write a science fiction movie about twin brothers, but they're 7 years. That's all I said. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what it says.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
I don't know why your screen's so small.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I need to replace with our names because it's gonna fuck me up. Jake and Matthew bullshit.
Jake and Matthew.
Yeah, let's start that over. Let's try that again.
I'm Jake, bro. You're definitely Matthew.
I'm Jake. Jake and Matthew, twin brothers, Aaron, comma. See, this is a good thing too if you're watching, but we're not recording. Aaron and Andrew. That's gonna solve the Jake and Matthew's problem. All right, here we go. The Time Twins is the name of this movie. We have a name of a movie, Aaron. Here, you ready for this?
Twins,
Are you ready for
yes.
this? In the year 2049, twin brothers Aaron and Andrew are born to a single mother into a dystopian world ravaged by climate change and political unrest. Aaron, it switched us. Aaron is born 7 years later after Andrew. Thanks to a revolutionary new technology that allows for castration to be paused and resumed at a later date. What the fuck? As the brothers grew up, they became deeply connected despite their age difference. Aaron is a quiet and introspective boy, while Andrew is bold and adventurous. Despite their differences, they are fiercely loyal to each other. As they enter their teenage years, the brothers discover that they have the ability to time travel. Oh, shit.
Yes.
What? I didn't even say that. At first, they use their powers to play pranks and have fun, but soon they realize that their abilities could be used for a greater purpose. With the help of their mother, shout out, Mom, the brothers set out on a mission to travel back in time and prevent the events that led to this dystopian world they live in.
Wow.
They encounter many challenges along the way, including dangerous time paradoxes and threats from the government who wants to harness their powers for their own gain. Dude, we have depth to our show, dude. In the end, Aaron and Andrew must make a sacrifice to ensure the safety of their world and protect the ones they love. Good God.
So you can type into the bar now. You can say, "Can you swap the characters, Aaron and Andrew?" And
Yeah.
it should swap them for you.
You think so?
Yeah, it should.
Let's see. Can you swap characters? Aaron and Andrew. Let's see. I'll be very curious if it does the whole thing again. It says, sure, here's an updated version of the Aaron and Andrew swapped. And it did the whole thing. By the way, the movie is called The Time Twins. It's copyrighted on this show.
Time Twins.
Nobody's can do this show. It's the year 2049. We're doing
Hey, so you can also ask this. Can you suggest different titles, and it'll make different titles.
Yeah.
It will.
That's
That's how crazy this thing is.
That's
You
my
can do
second
it- you can
prompt.
ask you
Okay.
whatever.
I'm sure
Did it
you're
switches. Did it
Yeah.
switches?
Yeah, the switches are perfect. So let me read it. So, here's where it changes. Andrew is born 7 years
There you
after
go.
Aaron,
Swap.
thanks to a revolutionary new technology that allows for gestation to be paused in religion. So it fixed us.
So we're twins. Hey, so we're twins. So gestation was paused. So we're twins in mom's stomach.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one of us came out. One of us got paused for 7 years.
Paused for 7 years.
Bro,
and
that's
resumed at a
crazy.
later date.
And that allowed us to time travel because of the pause.
And then it brought up, by the way, time travel, which I'm going to tell y'all. So time travel had nothing to do with this. So I'm just going to remind you the prompt. All I said was write a science fiction movie about twin brothers, Aaron and Andrew, but they're 7 years apart. I didn't have nothing to do with time travel, y'all. And
so-
all of a
and it-
sudden we mastered time travel.
It also
which I
figured
think
out
is
a way
amazing.
for us to be twins and 7 years apart. Do you see that?
It
It
yes.
figured that out.
It did with gestation being paused, which is
That's
crazy.
right. Which is why we can time travel.
Yeah, so there's my third prompt. How you like that?
That's your third one. Here's my fourth
Yeah,
one.
third.
You
I'm
ready?
sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, we're on
Okay,
four.
here,
now.
let's do mine real quick.
That was awesome, though, right? Shout
Yeah,
out.
the next one's kind of funny because it kind of plays off the exact same thing you just did. It's so funny.
Awesome.
What? Let's see.
I love that.
Share. Okay, so mine is make a poem about the Media Brothers. Two brothers born on the same day, 7 years apart. They talk about movies, music, technology, space, and current events. It's all
I love this. I already love this.
All right, you ready? Let's go.
Yep.
Here's our poem. Oh, wait, hang on. It did it. What? Oh, I didn't press enter. My bad. I hit try again.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's going to have to go through this.
Yeah, no, go to the left and set new thread. Top left. All the way top left.
Okay.
Just throw it in the thing.
All right,
There you go.
here we go.
Yep.
The poem is: two brothers born on the same day, 7 years apart, yet forever intertwined. They talk of movies and music, of tech and space, of current events and a never-ending race. The elder with wisdom and knowledge to share, the younger with boundaries, energy, and flair. Together they blend like colors of a rainbow, a dynamic duo wherever they go. From the silver screen to the world of the web, they explore and discuss without fear or dread. With passion and curiosity, they delve into the unknown, always searching for the truths never alone. The Media Brothers, a force to be reckoned with, their bond unbreakable, their friendship a gift. They share their thoughts and opinions with grace and style. The two brothers born on the same day, inseparable for a while. Inseparable for a while, I'm sorry. Two brothers born on the same day, inseparable for a while. Boom. Full-blown freaking poem, bro. Full-blown poem. All original work, too, by the way.
But, dude, and I will say, I didn't copy the last one. I'm probably screwing up. That was amazing. Oh, no, I have it. I got to copy it now. I'm glad I just thought about that. That was amazing. See, you did it in poetry. So now Aaron showed his creative chops, if you will. That was amazing, bro. We got to make a channel. Hold on. Let me, we're on, oh, man. I'm just going to do it now. We're on, real time doing, Discord channel makes. If, you've heard it here first. The Media Brothers 2.0 making Discord channels in real time. All right, let's put that in there. All right, so anyway, that was amazing.
I'm putting that all on one Google Doc.
Yeah, I just missed. I don't want to miss this one. So that was amazing. Aaron's poetry. Yeah, I mean, our birthday was what 3 days ago. So yeah, we have to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was awesome, bro.
That was amazing. That beats. I mean, the Time Twins was great, but the poetry was amazing, and that's kind of gonna be the whole thing. So I was like, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep doing this. So Aaron's gonna like this one.
Okay.
So we're on the same theme. That's what we're gonna do. This is the last one on this theme. So my last one's gonna be not with me and Aaron, but since it's the birthday theme, check this one out. I'm putting in write a movie script in the form of Kevin Smith. You know, like who does Mallrats and all that shit. Focusing on
what are you doing?
Write a movie script in the form of Kevin Smith. So who does Mallrats?
Right.
You know, all that shit. Jay and Silent Bob. Focusing on two brothers, 7 years apart. Where the youngest Andrew... Hold on. Where the youngest Andrew steals his oldest brother's... Oh, I need to put Aaron. Oldest brother Aaron's birthday. So when I steal your birthday. That's the whole idea.
Oh, my God.
All right, here we go. Oldest brother...
So it should make a script, so there should be like people talking like...
Yeah, it should be like a whole
have
script.
different characters, right?
That's the idea, yeah. Can you see this? Are you watching?
I don't know why you're so small on my screen.
Yeah, whatever. I'll just read it. Okay, yeah, it worked. So here we go. The movie opens with Aaron, the older brother, sitting in his bedroom. So, dude, this is amazing. It wrote a script. All right, I'm gonna start over. I'm sorry. I'm like giddy right now. The movie opens with Aaron, the older brother, sitting in his bedroom surrounded by birthday presents. He's excited to be turning, it says 18, whatever, and is looking to be forward to a big party with his friends that night. Dude, okay, I'm just going to read it. Meanwhile, the younger brother, Andrew, is feeling left out. He is only 11 years old and is jealous of all the attention Aaron is getting. Andrew starts to plot how he can steal the spotlight from his older brother on his special day.
Shut up.
As the party starts, Andrew begins to put his plan into action. He sneaks into Aaron's room and steals his birthday presents, one by one. I'm like the Grinch, literally. Aaron is too busy celebrating with his friends to notice. But his girlfriend, Sarah, becomes suspicious when she sees Andrew acting suspiciously. I'm literally the Grinch in this fucking scenario. This is hilarious, bro. She confronts Andrew. This is Sarah, your girlfriend, bro.
That's right. She don't play.
She confronts Andrew and demands to know what he's up to. Andrew confesses that he's jealous of Aaron and wanted to ruin his birthday. Sarah is shocked and disappointed in Andrew, but she agrees to help him make things right. What does that mean? Your girlfriend's turning on you. Here we go.
No, right. You make her right. She's turning on you.
I guess. Together, Sarah and Andrew come up with a plan to sneak back into Aaron's room and to replace the stolen presents. They successfully execute their plan, but not before Aaron catches them in the act. He busted us. So we're putting the present. So
You
here's
sons of bitches.
Sorry, if you're keeping a score at home, I stole all Aaron's presents, and I came up to his girlfriend, Aaron's girlfriend, and asked her if she could help me replace them. She said she would help me. So now we're literally the Grinch putting the presents back, and Aaron bust us. That's where we're at in this story. This is crazy, dude. At first, Aaron is angry for his brother for ruining his birthday. So you're mad at me. But after Sarah explains why Andrew did it, Aaron forgives him, and the two brothers make amends. The movie ends with Andrew and Aaron bonding over their shared love of comic books and movies, just like they were used to when they were kids. As the credits roll, the two brothers are seen smiling and laughing together, happy to be brothers once again. What the fuck?
I don't know how much of a Kevin Smith. The only Kevin Smith part about that was the opening scene. It was the opening scene. That was it. I'm sitting in a pile of presents.
Yeah,
I can see him doing that in black and white, you know.
Kevin Smith did not get seen, but that was a good one. That was good. It did not do. You're right, the Kevin Smith. But I mean, we have a whole movie of us stole your birthday.
I never had a girlfriend named Sarah either. So.
Yes, but I mean, it's really close. You could replace that with Melissa or some shit, you know, and that's just the fucking perfect. You could. That's amazing, right?
That's amazing,
dude. This is crazy.
Okay, so this is my last one.
All right, yeah.
I'm more technical again. I'm saying make the Media Brothers podcast a blog post that includes the top 10 science fiction series of all time.
Oh.
Make it engaging and shareable.
What?
With a viral headline that will attract attention of new listeners.
See, I like this. I like how Aaron's work focused on this growing this show. I love it, man.
Here we go. You ready? Let's roll it out and see.
I love this episode, by the way. 69, y'all.
Okay, so the headline is Top 10 Science Fiction Series of All Time. A must-listen for sci-fi fans, which is a good title, I think.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of science fiction, you won't want to miss this episode of the Media Brothers podcast. In this episode, we count down our top 10 picks for the best sci-fi series of all time. From classic favorites like Star Trek and Doctor Who to modern hits like Battlestar Galactica and Black Mirror. There's something for everyone. There's something for every sci-fi fan on this list.
Bro, this is blowing my mind.
The screen's moving while I'm trying to read
I'm losing my shit here because I'm looking at the list. We have to do this episode. You better save this because we're doing this.
But that's not all. We also discuss themes and ideas that make these series so enduring and beloved, and offer our thoughts on what makes a great sci-fi series. So grab your headphones and join us on a journey through the world of science fiction. And it has a list of top 10. It's Star Trek is number 1. And then down the list goes Doctor Who, Battlestar Galactica, Black Mirror, The Twilight Zone, The X-Files, Stargate, Firefly, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and The Expanse. And then at the bottom it says, tune in to the Media Brothers podcast to hear our full list and let us know your own favorite sci-fi series in the comments.
Holy shitballs. So so when we don't have an episode idea, we could just... Okay, Aaron just wrote an episode idea, which we can do now.
Instantly.
Just bullshitting as ideas for the show. So we're going to do this episode just to prove what just happened. We have to. We have to do it.
We're going to
eventually. I'm not saying when. But this is crazy to me. So Aaron, dude, what did you put? What was your prompt? Can you go back to what you asked it?
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Make the Media Brothers podcast a blog post that includes the top 10 science fiction series of all time. Make it engaging and shareable with a viral headline that will attract attention of new listeners.
We're right. That is how. Okay, Aaron, you want to start helping with our show? That is how we're writing. You know my descriptions and shit. That's what we're doing, man. We're fucking AI is gonna make the show better. I'm just saying, dude. That's amazing.
I'm gonna tell
This
him
is
to give
amazing.
I'm gonna tell him to give alternate headlines. See what it does.
Amazing.
Alternate
Props to my bro there.
headlines.
This is amazing.
All right, so I'm asking it to give me alternate headlines. The headline again is top 10 science fiction series of all time.
Yeah.
A must listen for sci-fi fans.
Hey, read them out.
And
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna say give us 5 more alternate headlines, right? So I'm gonna tell it to do. So I'm clicking it now. Ready, set, go. Okay, so it has the science fiction series Showdown, the top 10 greatest of all time. That's a good one. The Media Brothers ranked the best science fiction series of all time. That's a good one. Sci-fi fans rejoice. Our top 10 series picks. From Star Trek to Black Mirror, the top 10 sci-fi series you need to watch. The ultimate list of science fiction series, the Media Brothers top 10 picks. That is so crazy. Like any of those are attention grabbing headlines. Like it just blows my mind the capability. And y'all, this is all in its infancy. This is all in its infancy. Like this is all new stuff. Like, can you read those, Andrew?
Yeah, sci-fi series Showdown, the top greatest 10 greatest of all time. The media number 2, the Media Brothers ranked the best science fiction series of all times. Number 3, sci-fi fans rejoice over the top 10 series picks. Number 4, from Star Trek to Black Mirror. I like this one. The top 10 sci-fi series you need to watch. That is a great headline.
Bro. That's an awesome headline,
hold on,
right?
let me repeat that. From Star Trek to Black Mirror, the top 10 sci-fi series you need to watch. Dude, that's going to bring people to you. Just the headline. All right, let me read the last one. Number 5, the ultimate list of science fiction series, the Media Brothers top 10 picks. All these are actually pretty good, but obviously number 4 takes it.
So
that's
what
amazing,
we use.
dude.
That's what we use. And hey,
it's amazing.
I'm gonna talk to you about stuff after the show. So
Yeah,
we're
this is amazing.
Yeah,
I've been
we're
saying
gonna start using this to upgrade everything.
There's a lot of things happening right now, and if I've been saying this. Me and Aaron been talking privately, right, Aaron? And this Chat GPT, which by the way, this is a great time to bring up this question before I get on to my last prompt, Aaron.
Okay.
How much would you pay for this?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's free now.
Yeah.
I imagine. Okay, if I had to guess, this is what I'm guessing. I imagine there's going to be like a everyday user tier, like just me, people goofing around, right?
Yeah.
Or people want to chat to it, have it on their phone. Because there's going to be an app eventually too, I'm sure.
Yes.
Although Elon doesn't want to pay Apple.
Hey,
so
you know what's
not.
interesting? When it first launched, it only worked on the phone. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
But I figured there's going to be a tier, and there's going to probably be a business tier, like that businesses can actually pay for. And so I think the first tier, the everyday users tier, my guess is just total guess is $10. Right. I'm saying the business tier is probably $35 to $50, somewhere around there, and then maybe like a platinum tier that includes images and stuff like that, graphs and stuff like that we can't do currently now. 50. It has all the bells and whistles. I'm saying $50 to $100 a month.
50, yeah, or 100 if it's the premium business plan, 100 easily.
Right, so that's a premium business, a mid-term business, and then like a everyday users. And I think the everyday users will be $10 or less. This is my guess.
I'm just telling y'all now, like, without getting into details, that it's already helped me, and I don't think I would right now pay $10. Like, I
would too.
I would right now.
I pay $8 for Twitter, so
just to be able to do it. Like, if they shut it off tomorrow and said, "Hey, the Chat GPT now, you have to pay $10 a month to even use it. Nobody else can." You better believe I'm right there, right, Aaron? I mean, right?
Many people will.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It changed the
world. People who understand what this thing can do, and like I said, if anybody wants to see that, like, we're only touching like a very minuscule thing that this thing can actually do. If you want to see some really cool stuff, go to TikTok or go to Twitter and just type in Chat GPT, and you'll see millions of people doing different things, like really cool things with like making books and stuff. It's so amazing to me. It's so amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you can make books. I've seen people like Aaron. The greatest one Aaron brought up earlier was the Drake song, and like I did, I wanted to do a Dave Chappelle joke, which I might if we have time. But so this whole thing, what just happened is Elon, and I will tell you this: Google has their own version and Facebook. So Google and Facebook have their own version of this technology, and they've been waiting to release it because whatever reason. OpenAI is Elon Musk, which was the kind of the topic of the show. Elon bought Twitter. Elon's done this. Elon's done that. Elon launched the first AI chatbot It has taken over everything. And I'm gonna make a prediction on the Media Brothers, December 13th, 2022. This is gonna replace Google in 2 years. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it now. It's happening.
So I wish I had the study in front of me, but I've been reading some articles. I've been
Bye Google.
I've been deep diving into this, and with one of the recent studies by one of the colleges, they just started studying this but they're crunching numbers on like what this thing can do, and they're saying that this program can take 47% of the jobs in the United States. This one program.
Yeah, easily 40% of the entire.
47% of the entire jobs. In the United
States. Did you say 47?
47%. This can take those jobs.
Not 47.
That's what they're saying.
Where'd you get that number? The only reason I'm asking you about
it's a college study. It was a study done at Yale or one of those stupid colleges.
47%. I believe
I'm saying stupid colleges, but one of those nerdy colleges.
So half is what you're saying. Half.
This can take half the jobs because eventually it's going to start taking jobs, especially in marketing.
Anything where you have to write content.
Just imagine this: if you had to write a 10-page or 10 paragraph a report on, like, say, Macbeth, and it had to be specific to a certain part of Macbeth, certain part of that book, it can write it in 15 seconds. So my question is this: like, are teachers going to be teaching you how to use this program, or are teachers going to be teaching you about Macbeth? That's the thing.
It goes back to the calculator in your pocket.
Right. So the cool thing about this is I've seen people say, well, you can ask any math problem that's known to man and it can solve it. But the way it solves it is, a lot of people say, well, you got to show your work. You got to show your work.
It does.
The cool thing about this is it actually
it does.
Write in complete paragraphs about how they got to the answer and how do you get to the answer, and then at the bottom it will show you how it solved it. So you can actually learn.
You can go through
by looking. You can learn how to go step by step how it's actually solved.
Yes.
By actually using it. So this is actually going to be a teaching tool.
Yes. Just think about if you were the smart person like me or Aaron. Like, I can code sort of, and Aaron can. And if you're like, you could make an entire platform now to teach kids with curriculum, but that plugs into AI that shows them what they should be learning. Let's go make some money. I'm just saying that's what just happened, man. Everything just changed. Everybody can do anything. Here's the thing, though.
So hold on. So real quick, the reason I was pointing that out, just real quick, hold that thought. Don't forget it.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But I was talking to my daughter. She graduated from marketing from college 2 years ago, and I was just saying, your marketing projects that you had to do that you spent 6-7 days on. You can have this thing done. You can have the whole project done within an hour, and you can actually have this explained to you. You can actually have this explained to you why they use that method.
Yeah, then here's the crazy part.
So it's teaching it would have taught her.
Think about what you just said. So, like,
better than any teacher.
This is my niece, right? So this is somebody that was in, and I take marketing now because it's a part of my curriculum. By the way, shout out! I'll be getting my degree in May, bro. I'm almost there.
Yeah, last semester.
But so you could if you're in marketing and you so here's the thing. You could just tell, like, now at this point, when you're in anything, like anything. So, like, imagine like a project, one of the assignments that would be like half your grade would be like a presentation you had to do, right? And it would be like specifically what the instructor's telling you to do, right? And this is what every college kid is doing right now.
Specifically, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Right now, you could just go and type into this chat bot
exact instructions.
You can almost copy and paste what your instructor says.
Right.
I mean, at this point, and then just hit enter. And it's going to do everything for you. So that something that would have taken you a week and a half to 2 weeks of work as a college student, you just now did in 10 seconds, bro. I don't know how the whole world changed overnight. That's just what's
happened. So I got a point to make about that. So
that's all I got to say. I got one more
point. I actually got 2 points. Hang on. The people who embrace this technology and learn it from the beginning. That's why I got with my daughter the other day. I'm like, look, you have to learn this.
Absolutely.
This is going to make you a rock star at work right now. This will make you a rock star. When you bring these reports to your boss and show them what you've been working on.
Yeah, you're going to get a raise for
you're going to look like a genius. Yeah. So she has her first year review at her job. So she typed in the other day. She goes, Can you give me some hints to or some questions to ask or talk or something to highlight on my first year interview, 1 year job, whatever they call it,
Review.
1 year review, and I'm in sales and marketing, and it says boom. So you need to make sure you highlight, what you done. It brought like a 10-point breakdown of what she should talk about in her review to help her get a raise.
Yeah, and she walked in there and did that shit.
But she hasn't done it yet. She's studying it. She's building it.
So the AI told her what to do, and I guarantee you, if she masters what the AI told her, and
She's
she
going
walks
to.
in there, and she walks in there like swinging that,
Right.
they're gonna. I guarantee you, she gets a raise, bro.
So
that's how powerful this is.
The people who master this early and know how it works and know how to use it are the people that are going to be sustainable. Their jobs are going to be sustainable. The people who push this stuff away, they're going to be bypassed very quickly. And last thing I want to say about it is this.
You're right.
This is only week 2 of this being out. What is this going to be like in 10 years from now?
Crazy.
It's going to be like with Jarvis. That's what it's going to be. Everybody's saying it's going to be
More
like
than
Jarvis.
that. Imagine Alexa, Google, hey Google, what's Siri? All those,
Right.
all those things, but they're actually useful. Think about
Right.
it. Right now, and here's the thing, that everybody has their voice assistant. All the companies. Google has Hey Google. I just said them all. Apple has Siri. You have all these. Amazon has Alexa, and they were good enough to control your house, make the music come on and shit like that. But you could just ask it stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when you did, it tried to Google it, and it was like, here's a Google search from whatever you asked
exactly.
it. Now, think about it. Hey, Alexa, or whatever,
And then
Siri, boom, and it's
have to-
it tells you everything you just fucking asked.
So when you Google something,
Come
you have to dig through all those searches, and those searches that Google's putting are the searches that Google wants you to see, right?
The most ranked.
This cuts down of you having to slew through all that garbage to find what you want. This automatically finds what you want.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Everything just changed, and that's what I wanted to say. When me and Aaron were going to do a podcast, I knew it was going to get into the chat GPT. I tried to wait, but I just couldn't. This changed everything. It changed everything. And here's the thing. This is so this thing does. Here's my biggest thing about this, Aaron. This chat GPT just changed the world. And once we highlighted earlier on this podcast, it only gives you up to 2021. So it doesn't even know the last year of what happened.
They haven't switched off on purpose yet.
But here's the thing. They can turn it on.
They can. There's a switch.
So when they turn, you watch all these sci-fi movies and all these crap, when they turn on, when they finally connect it to the internet, oh no, the AI that's going to happen very soon. And you better be ready for it. That's all I'm saying. Everything will change. The minute they connect the chat GPT to the internet, which I want to make the AI write a thing about its own self. Because that's going to be everything's different.
How bad did you want a Jarvis when you watched Iron Man, bro?
Immediately.
So bad. This is going to be that eventually in 10 years.
So my last prompt is lame, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Well, do the Chappelle joke one then.
No, I'll do both because I want to do a Chappelle joke. So I think this one's interesting because I was wondering to me if I was talking to some people about this. How much data does this thing have, right? The chat GPT. How far can it go back? Does it have an entire copy of the internet? No. So what I did, I wrote a prompt. Aaron, you remember? I know everybody does listening, but do you remember AIM, the instant messenger? Everybody used it. Everybody.
Yeah.
The AIM it was AOL.
AOL. It was AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah, the AOL Instant Messenger is called AIM, right? And then so before there was text messaging, before there was anything like that, like pagers, anything, it was AIM, dude. Everybody, how many, I'm not going to say this, but I am, but booty calls I had on AIM. So, you would just know people, and you would add them as your friends, and everybody would be up late at night, and you would just text each other. So, it was texting before texting, right?
It was
That's
like
what
DMs,
it was.
bro. It's like DMs now. It's basically.
But it was before anybody had it, right? But yeah, it was
Right.
like DMs. Like DMs, Aaron was right. It's like DMs. So, my prompt is
on
PCs.
PCs.
And everybody had them. So, this is when PCs were taking over. Before cell phones, there was no cell phones. So, I wrote, write an AIM instant message log, which would be what it looked like, of two teenagers talking to each other in the late 1990s. So, I told the AI bot to write an AIM instant message log. So, if you were talking through the instant message program, AIM,
right,
of two teenagers that were talking to each other in the late 1990s. So I gave this thing a specific era of time, and I used the technology at the time. Do you think it's gonna be able to do it? Do you
Have
think
you
it's gonna
ran
be able
it
to?
yet? Have you ran this yet?
No, I haven't done this yet.
Okay, now run it. Let's see it.
Wait, hold on. I went before I hit enter. Let's have a conversation. Do you think it's gonna know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna? Do you think the AI? Because it said it didn't
It
know
will.
anything. I think so.
It will.
This is gonna be awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Let's
See
go.
what it does.
Here we
Let's see
go.
what it does. Hit
So there
enter.
we go. This is gonna be great. Oh yes, here we go. So we have a person one. So here's the greatest part about it.
No way, bro.
We have a person one and a person two, and it looks just like instant messaging, y'all. This is it. It knew
Read it to me.
exactly, and I'm gonna read it right now. Here we go.
Okay.
Person one. This is the first guy. Hey, what's up? This is exactly how it was. I can't tell y'all. Person number two. So I told, hey, what's
I'm
up?
curious. I'm
Hey,
curious.
no,
to
wait,
see if
Aaron. Let's do it like this. I'm person number one.
I
You're
can't
person.
read it. 'Cause
Hold on,
it's so
wait,
small.
dude. You
It's
have
small.
to. We have to do it this
You
way.
got to make it bigger. Are you sharing your tab or are you sharing your full
Let's
page?
do the screen. This is. We have to do this for the show. I think
Yeah,
this
make
is
it
this. Hold on, let me stop.
I don't know how you make it bigger.
I'm gonna do my whole screen. Hold on. Let's see if this is any better. I'm gonna do this. This is important, I think.
He like he's putting it in between me. and
What
you.
about now?
Oh yeah, that's it. I can see it.
All right,
now.
so I'm gonna be person one. You're gonna be two. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so now me and Aaron we're talking to each other in instant message form in the late 1990s on our computers. I'm number one. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, what's up?
Bruh, I'm looking at some of this stuff. You're gonna die.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Just hanging out at home. What about you?
Man, same here. Just playing some video games and listening to music.
Cool. What games you playing?
Man, I just started a new one called. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I started a new one called Final Fantasy VII. It's really awesome.
Oh, I've heard of that one. I've been meaning to check it out.
You totally should. It's one of the best games ever made. What the fuck?
I'll have to give it a try. What kind of music you listening to?
Mostly 90s alternative. I just got a new album from this band called Radiohead.
I love Radiohead. What album did you get?
OK Computer. It's so good.
I haven't heard of that one yet. I have to check it out.
Definitely. You won't be disappointed.
Thanks for the recommendation. I'll let you know what I think once I give it a listen.
Sounds good. Catch you later.
Later.
All right, hold on. Can I say something? Hold on. There's
How do you
two.
know about Final Fantasy, bro?
Wait, you know
That was I was
hold on,
really
whoa,
playing
whoa,
Final
whoa,
Fantasy
whoa.
at that time.
Before we even go to what you just said, which I think is the biggest point of what just happened, is Final Fantasy VII. Hold on, wait. First of all, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time.
Right.
Okay? Period. And everybody who knows
Well,
me
it was a
knows
lot
that.
of people's favorite game at that
My
time. That's
mom
why-
knows
that's why I
that.
picked it.
My mom's like old, right? Y'all,
Yeah.
if you're listening, she knows. She bought me this because anyway, long story short, that's my favorite game of all time. Radiohead, if somebody told me what is your top 5 musical artists, top 5, Radiohead would be in my top 5, which means that's one of my favorite musical artists of all time, dude.
Bro, that's crazy.
What the fuck just happened, dude? I gotta save that.
That's.
And it's
Yeah,
in. By the way,
saving it all.
but that's my last one, which I thought wasn't gonna be good, and it's in instant message form. It's just like instant messenger, right?
Like
It
you
was
could
weird.
change. You could change. You say, can you change person 1 to Andrew and person 2 to Aaron, and they would actually change our name and put our names in the chat.
Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's before I post it so I'm gonna show. So anybody who's listening still, I know we went off on Chat GPT tonight, but that's what this. And we should because it's that big of a deal.
But
But if you're listening, I'm changing.
We're looking at the future right now.
Yeah, I'm changing the whole narrative to include our names. So, can you change? And we're gonna post that into the Discord. So who's who though? That's the thing. Does it matter?
Person 1 to Andrew, person 2 to Aaron. Do that.
So I'm gonna say person 1 to Andrew
Okay,
and yeah, it doesn't matter. And right?
yeah, it's fine.
Person. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Person 2 to Aaron.
It doesn't matter.
So anyway, so we're
Hit
gonna
you.
we're gonna. I
Hit
just did it. We'll see. It doesn't matter. So
There it is. Hey, what's up, Aaron? And he put
Yeah.
my name in the thing.
how about
Not
you,
much.
Andrew?
Just hanging right here. How about you, Andrew? Same here. Just playing some video games. Listening to me the same
That's
thing.
the one I'm gonna post.
Shut up.
So we just changed the story that you listened to, which, by the way, was amazing, and I thought it was gonna be a throwaway prompt in real time, and now, not wait. Can I? I gotta stress something. It pulled my favorite game of all time. Wait, hold on. Wait, can we just back up just a minute, Aaron? If you're listening to this at home, this fucking AI, how many video games exist? Hold on, wait. Billion?
Well, hold on. So
hold on, whoa.
Had to be one of the biggest games at that time, at the end of the 90s.
Of when?
At the end of the 90s. When the prompt
late
put in.
late 1990s.
Late 90s. Late 1990s. It had to be
Yeah,
number
but
one.
And
Radiohead was number 1 too, probably at that point.
Man, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it pulled.
But I mean, it could have done rap music.
Yeah, I guess you're right though. So Final Fantasy VII was. So I'll say this: Final Fantasy VII was released in 1997. Okay, so that's late 90s. The Radiohead's biggest album was OK Computer, which was that in? Yeah, it's in here, right?
Yeah.
Andrew, it's OK Computer. That was also 97. So that's what it did, dude. It went to 97 specifically, and 97 happens to have Final Fantasy VII and Radiohead's OK Computer. And that just happened to be my favorite two things ever. My mind's blown. That's
Dude,
all I'm saying.
I just want us to think of different things for this thing to actually try. I want to think that's really
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Now you've heard here's the thing. You wrote marketing plans and all this stuff, and I've wrote. But see, fiction This episode showed you both the gamut of what you can do with this chatbot, and we're just scratching the surface. Like, do you remember earlier when Aaron put our whole thing into a table? You remember that? Like, you made it this beautiful thing. Like, this is crazy. This whole thing, everything has just changed, y'all. The Chat GPT, and look, Google hasn't released theirs yet. And I was telling Aaron earlier today about when we were talking about this. Google's is going to be more powerful. He's like, yeah, but fuck Google. I'm like, yeah, but Google's been around forever. So imagine Google's version that's 10 times better than this.
No,
thing.
but you don't think this thing took Google prompt? I'm sure it did.
I'm sure it did, but Google had. But you can't dip into Google's proprietary.
Dude, the one that gets out first. Okay, the 1 million users in less than 5 days. I guarantee you that Google's one does not get 1 million users in less than 5 days.
Not now. There's no way.
This was marketing perfection, because what they did is they're giving it to everybody free. All these online people are trying it and posting about it. It went viral.
We just did a whole show.
The fastest growing company ever.
It reached us. So
it's the fastest growing computer software program ever. Okay, so we went viral. Let's just say that. And they're giving it away for free, and then they're going to eventually charge. But who knows? It could be 2 years down the road before they start charging. You never know. And so they're probably going to wait to see what Google's going to do. But I mean, if this is,
I'll tell you now, whatever they charge, I'm paying it.
I guarantee.
I'll tell you right now.
It's going to be free until Google releases theirs.
It doesn't even matter. Like, I don't. This is one thing I would pay this over Netflix kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Do you realize this changes? This takes. And once again, we're going back to what Aaron said earlier in the show, and I know we're kind of going long. I don't even know where we're at, but where he said, So where he said Elon was asking him. So Elon Musk. By the way, let's just highlight. Let's highlight a few things before we go. Elon Musk bought Twitter. Elon Musk exposed Twitter for everything they did for blocking censorship and speech. Elon Musk also put out a chatbot that changed the world overnight.
Yeah, right? Nobody really saw this coming.
Nobody saw it coming, but all that happened since the last time the show's been on air. So all that's happened. The Chat GPT stuff, the stuff that's going on right now has changed the world, and it's only scratching the surface of it. So this is like the very beginning. Like when we and we kind of glossed over it, I feel like, Aaron, but like
we glossed over the most impressive part is writing code.
Well, then I'm talking about we glossed over AI, but not really. When DALL-E and Stable Diffusion came out, which is the AI image generation, we were doing it. We were putting out NFTs. We were doing it. So here's the thing. I think the biggest thing tonight on this podcast, which you've heard, is what Aaron said earlier. If there's a higher tier of the AI generation program where this text that we just did tonight, where we read you stories and stuff, is now combined with artwork and those children's books, which, by the way, we're about to make. Look for the Media Brothers children book where Aaron shaves Andrew's head. That's going to come out. But let me tell you, what if you could just do what we just did tonight, and make that book happen just by typing in Aaron, that whole prompt I did with Aaron shaving my head. And now there's a children's book. And we didn't even have to think of the word children's book. Everything just changed. Like,
Yeah.
it's so crazy to me, y'all. And I know I'm like, we're going off and I'm kind of rambling, but that is how big this is. Like, the art, like, we talked about the art for a long time, and we've been doing it. Me and Aaron's been generating NFTs, right, Aaron? I mean, we have an NFT shop on OpenSea for a long time.
I'm still working on my astronaut project because it's coming out pretty good.
So, yeah, we've been doing it. I mean, and you're generating AI art. That's all that is.
That's right.
This next thing, though, with the text, bro, and you can talk to it, and then arrange it after you talk to it and fix it. Like, I didn't even think about, like, what Aaron told me. He did it twice tonight. We went through a thing with the AI generation, and then he came back and said, "Hey, no, change those. They're backwards." That's the out of the box thinking I wasn't even thinking about. I said, "Man, it got it wrong." So you got to think. I was just like, "Man, it got our story wrong." I'm the younger brother, and I was like, "Shit, it messed up." And Aaron was like, "Well, just tell it to switch them." I'm like, "What?" And then, like, wait, I didn't even. The crazy thing is, I knew you could do that, and I'm like, "Oh shit, you're right." And I'm just like, "Hey, just swap Andrew and Aaron," and then the whole story was correct. It's like, whoa, that all happened in real time on this show. So, you know, I think episode 69 is very symbolic. I think the freaking 6ix9ine looking together is like a whole thing. And shout out 6ix9ine, it's one of my favorite positions.
All right, bro. Let's get out of here. Look, go check out our Discord. You can find us on all the streaming services. We're there.
Yeah, we're on all. Yep.
And go and look. If you're gonna take anything from this show, is just go sign up for a free GPT account and play around with it and ask it anything in the world to do.
Yeah.
And 99% chance it's gonna do it.
Yeah. So just go to chat. So all you have to do is go to Google and type in chat, like chat GPT. And then it'll come up, and it's free. All you have to do is have a Google account, and you can get in. And you can do. All you have to do is start typing prompts into this thing. That's what we did tonight on this show. That was kind of the whole focus of the show. So.
By the way, the story was good. All that was good, but I think the poem.
The poem might be the best because it
was
rhymed.
fire.
I mean, I could start rapping that. You know what I'm saying? Like on my next album and shit. You know? That's what you could do. Anyway, yeah. So anyways.
All right, y'all. Peace
so
out.
until next week, mediabroshow.com.